to make sure we remove any kind of oils from the nail plate. All right. So we're going to start with our foundation. So I'm just going to turn this around. So I like to rest their hand on top. That's just what I like. Some people don't like to do that and they like to just do it to the side. But like this, it elevates the nail for me, or the hand, I should say, not the nail. So we're gonna do a thin coat of clear, but you need to make sure that it fully covers the nail plate, because any area that the base coat does not cover, it's not gonna allow the color to sit on there, and then that's where you see shrinking, right? So then the red, it's not gonna cover the entire thing. You want to be careful you don't get it on her sidewalls as well, right? Because anything that touches the skin is not going to adhere. So then what do you think will happen?
What happened?
Cause irritation or something?
It could cause that for sure, but one of our biggest things is that it's going to prematurely lift.
Okay.
Right? Because if it's stuck on the skin, right, it's going to lift from the skin because it can't adhere to the skin, but it's still going to be attached to the nail. So it's going to start lifting. What do you think your client's going to do?
Like break her nail off or something?
Yeah, she's going to pick at it, peel it, and then has no nail. My mom actually just recently did that, so when you guys see her tomorrow, call her out on it.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna put that in. And make sure you instruct your client that when they put their hand in, to put their thumb flat, right? Because if they don't, sometimes the light doesn't go all the way and then it doesn't cure it properly. There should be some in the front where we keep like the nail files, right? Like, you know, in that cupboard. It's gonna be in the drawer that's labeled mass, I think, or the one above it. Yeah, you can definitely.
And how long do you have to put
30 seconds. Unless it's a UV cure, then it's 2 minutes. But most lights and most product are LED now. But just make sure that when you're buying product, you read the labels. Typically your cheaper products will be UV. Yeah. Just gonna cut this one. I can see this to the section. So remember, you don't need a lot of product. A little bit goes a long way. Put that hand in. So now I'm going to inspect to make sure that my base coat got on the entire nail, right? And sometimes like the product just shrinks on its own. So just make sure you go back. So there is a couple that we can definitely add a little bit more to. And that one was okay. All right, you could put that. Oh, did my light just shut off?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm like, what's going on? All right, so now we're going to inspect again. So there's just a couple. If you do the step from the very beginning, it's going to save you a lot of hassle. So make sure that you always inspect. Because if you just go and put on the color, then your color's just not going to be applying properly. And then what do you think will happen if your color doesn't apply properly?
Feel that?
Well, yeah, but then that means you have to take it all off, and it's UV, right? Or it's LED. So that means you have to file it and soak it off. And it's just a way bigger process than if you just inspect your sidewalls. Those are pretty good. Okay. All right. So we should be good. So now we're going to grab our red. So when it comes to UV or your gel polish, you want to make sure that you shake it up, because the way that's formulated, the pigment actually goes to the bottom if it's been sitting for too long. So you want to shake it up. And then remember, a little bit of product goes a long way. So you need about that much product on your brush. And you want to do thin, even coats. Mandy's really testing me with her red, hey?
Mm-hmm.
If you do get any on the skin, make sure that you clean it up, because even though it won't adhere to the skin, it's still hardened, and then it just doesn't look good.
Will you be doing 2 coats of the red?
Yes. Okay, put that finger in, or that hand in.
No, that's for 30 seconds too?
Oh, did I turn it up? Right, we'll put that one in. I'm just gonna Remember, you want to do thin coats because if it's too thick, it's not going to cure properly. There you go. All right, then we'll put that hand in. Alright, so next we're gonna do our top coat. So this specific top coat is a no wipe top coat. So what that means is after you apply it and it cures, you don't need to spray it with alcohol. But if it's not a no wipe top coat, like if it doesn't specify that, then once it's cured, it will still have that tacky layer. So then you do need to use alcohol, right? But with the no wipes, if you use alcohol to remove the layer, what it does is it creates like a matte look, and it doesn't look good unless that's what you want to create. Yeah. Just ask Pam. She did that. Yeah.
I said, that's my business. Yeah.
So remember your top coat, you need to apply it on the entirety of the nail because this is what's going to seal in everything. But you don't want to have too much product on your brush because you don't want that top coat bleeding into the side walls.
How was it?
It was good.
Were you scared?
I was nervous.
Were you? Yeah.
It was fine, yeah.
That's good.
You're gonna do side plate, private suite at the front?
No.
Okay, I'll bring it back.
Does this
Put my hand in.
this doesn't go? It doesn't fit.
If you put it in sideways, like at an angle, then it does. No?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I've put mine in there before.
Or just remove that tray and put underneath.
Oh yeah, that's what you have to do. Sorry, Michelle. Thank you, pretty.
Yeah, no problem.
I like your hair.
Did you pick that or let them do what they want? I did ask one from the Google and just start on the watch the trendy hairstyle for
Yeah.
So that's why.
It looks good. It matches you.
Bill just played Google Roulette.
Yeah.
Okay, Tim can put that hand in.